Greetings of the day. Today in this video of Business Finance Second, we will start with the last portion of our second unit that is capital budgeting. Until this, we have seen all the theoretical portion of the second unit, and in this video lecture for capital budgeting we will see all the theoretical portion, and later on we will move to the numerical for the second unit. So let's start with the definition of capital budgeting. The word capital budgeting means amount to be invested in various capital assets. When we use the word capital assets, it means those assets which requires huge amount of funds or huge amount of cash outlay and are fixed in nature. That means their use is for the long term period. Capital budgeting decisions are strategic decisions which are always taken to future for longer period of time. They are being taken while under the consideration of future aspects for the companies. It is one type of investment decision which required taking by the financial managers of the company to overcome future project risk of profitability or revenue generation. These decisions are taken by financial managers so that they could reduce the portion of project risk related with the profitability or revenue of the company. Capital budgeting is long-term planning for making and financing proposed capital outlay. Outlay means outflow. Capital budgeting are usually are for long-term planning, and it has proposed, or it is for making and financing proposed cash outlay. What are the future cash outlays are being discussed in the capital budgeting term? In simple words, we can say that capital budgeting is prior estimation of future long-term investment in various capital assets by the company. Then we will discuss what is the nature or what are the various features of capital budgeting. The very first thing is strategic decisions. As we have discussed in the earlier portion that these decisions are related with long-term period, and there is also huge cash outflow. Similarly, there is high degree of risk, and as decisions cannot be changed, that is why these decisions are termed as strategic decisions. Second feature is it is an investment decision where financial manager of the company or company decides what capital budgeting, what capital expenditure, what capital outlay they are expecting for a particular project in their purview. In capital budgeting, as there is huge cash outlay, that is why company always are not determined whether to accept the project or whether to what we can say reject it, or whether to what we can say fund or invest in particular asset or not. That is what is here decided. That is why it is said that it is an investment decision. Third point is quite important, that there is huge amount of funds involved in capital budgeting. As we have discussed in the earlier 2 points as well as in the previous slide also, there is an question or there is a discussion going on of huge amount of funds when we are using the term of capital budgeting. As these huge amount of funds are involved, that is why these decisions are termed as strategic decisions, and hence are very critical decisions from the point of view of any organization or firm, because it is not possible for that particular organization that if they have invested funds once in this investment, then they are not it is not possible for them to step back or what we can say to withdraw them after a short period of time. It would have a long term impact whether they are determined or not. They cannot be fall back, or they cannot be retreat at one point of time. Then as the funds are huge, as the investment is for long period, that is why benefits are also drawn or realized over a series of years. It is not said that after 1 year or within 1 year we would realize the benefits from the capital budgeting decision, the period would be large, or the period would be over a period of time, or large duration of the year or series of year would be involved. For example, if some percentage of return would be generated in first year, some in second year, some in third, fourth, fifth or sixth, but according to the project, this would be how they are going to generate the returns. Then is long-term significant effect on profitability. If the decision is correct, it would have a great impact or good impact on our profitability. Whereas if the decision is not proper, it would have a long-term negative impact on our profitability. That is why it is being termed as high degree risk investment, because once we have made the proper capital expenditure, or once we have made the proper capital budgeting decision, it would increase our revenue by improving our capacity as a business unit. As this is increased, our profitability would also increase. That is why it would definitely affect our future cash inflows positively. That is why it has a very significant effect on our profitability. Next thing is high degree of risk. As there is huge amount of funds, benefits would realize over a period of time or over various series of years, there would be significant effect or impact on our profitability. Hence, there is quite huge amount of risk. That is why it is always been advised to the financial managers to take capital budgeting decisions very wisely. That is why these decisions are termed as strategic decisions. Next is irreversible. Once you have taken the decision, you cannot fall back. For example, if a company has determined to purchase a particular machine or a particular equipment which would help them to increase their production, after making a purchase and using the particular equipment or machine for say 6 years or 1 year, 6 months or 1 year, if they are willing that they should sell that particular equipment, it would be very difficult. They cannot reverse the decision first. If so, they would find out for a particular organization or company which is willing to buy that equipment from them. Again, there would be have negative impact on its price. The machine would be second hand, depreciation would be part of it. That is why these decisions are usually considered irreversible. We cannot take back this decision. We cannot withdraw these decisions after a short period of time. Hence, it has been always advised to managers to take these decisions wisely. Next is the objectives or importance of capital budgeting. The very first objective of capital budgeting is to develop and formulate long-term strategic goals. As we have discussed in the features part, capital budgeting decisions are for long-term. Hence, to develop and formulate long-term strategic goal is the first important point of, or first important objective of capital budgeting. Second thing is to find out new investment projects which are available for the company, so that company can opt it, though it would require a huge amount of funds, though there would be realization after a long period of time. Still, investors should find out, the financial manager should find out new investment projects for company. That is another objective of capital budgeting. Next is to estimate and forecast future cash flows. How we can forecast is, once we know our capital budgeting requirement or our cash outlay for long term, we would know what are our revenues or what are our cash inflows. Then ultimately, on the basis of estimated cash inflow and outflow, we can definitely calculate our future cash flows, whether we are having a negative cash inflow or positive cash inflow. What we have studied in cash budget, that can be studied or that can be found out by way of or by using capital budgeting decisions. Remember one thing, when the word is budget added into the added after the what we can say the word capital, it means that these are capital budgeting decisions. Next is to facilitate transfer of information. Capital budgeting decisions usually aim to transfer information from them to the other departments or other segments of the organization. Why this information is required to get transferred? Because in an organization, there are various authorities or various steps through which the idea for accepting or rejecting a particular project or a proposal is being discussed. Hence, it is necessary that to facilitate transfer of information at every level or at every key decision maker in the organization is necessary, which help in making capital budgeting. Then is monitoring and control of expenditure. As the word budget is included in the term, hence it is quite possible we can budget the expenditure, then we can monitor. Once we find out deviation in that thing, we can control our expenditure. Next is the creation of decision. By way of capital budgeting, we try to achieve or we try to reach at a decision for accepting or rejecting a project. That is why it is have an importance with relation to creation of decision. Next is the what are the various factors which affects the capital budgeting decision. First is the technological changes. If there is a change in the technology, definitely it would have impact on the capital budgeting decision. Hence, as on when technology changes, usually we see that there would be change in the shift, or there is change or shift in the demand also. For example, as the 5G trials are going on, if the technology changes, definitely we will move from our 4G phones to 5G phones, from our 4G SIMs to 5G SIMs. That is what is the thing which affects the capital budgeting decision. Second thing is the competitors strategy. Next is competitor strategy. Definitely competitor strategy affects our capital budgeting decision. If our competitor is upgrading themselves, their technology, their machinery, their equipment, we also need to upgrade so that we could have the same competitive edge. Next thing is the demand forecast. Demand also affects the capital budgeting decision. In this COVID period, as the demands are very less, that is why we are seeing that there is decline in the capital expenditure by the companies. They are not willing to go for various kind of capital expenditure as there is not much demand. That is why this thing is happening. Next thing is related with the type of management. Definitely the type of management also has an impact on the capital budgeting decision. It is the management who approves or disapproves whether we should go for capital outlay or capital budgeting decisions or not. That is why the type of management, their willingness also has an impact on the capital budgeting decision. Last one is our cash inflows, whether they are positive or negative. What are our future cash inflows, whether they are going to increase or decrease. All these kind of things has impact on the capital budgeting decision. If our cash flows are positive, definitely we can easily go for capital budgeting decision. We can convince the management. But if our cash flows are not positive, how we are going to convince them? That is why it is important to have all these factors should be considered, or all these factors would have impact on our capital budgeting decision. Next is types of capital budgeting decision. First thing is replacement decision. Whether to replace a particular machine or not, that is again a capital budgeting decision. It means that if we want to replace a machine, first of all we have to see what are the new machines, what are their costing, what to the old machine would be give salvage value. All these kind of things are discussed in replacement decision. Second is modernization. Though there is no requirement of replacement, but a new technology has came. That is why that modern technology, if we need to adopt, for that purpose also we need to budget that technology. That is what is modernization decision. Third thing is expansion decision. Expansion decision. Expansion decision means if a company is going for expansion, that means that they would require an additional amount of machinery, additional amount of equipment. All these kind of things would be required by them. That is why they need to make a capital budget so that they could determine what are their cash inflows, whether they go for huge amount of cash outlay or not. And same thing is applicable in the prior to part also. Next is diversification decision. Diversification decision means if we are producing in one, or if we are going in one industry also, there is huge risk. That is why we should diversify ourselves. अलग अलग जगह ध्यान लगाना चाहिए, जैसे अलग अलग चीजों के ऊपर में हम लोग इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, उसी तरीके से डाइवर्सिफाइड डिसीजन कंपनीज भी लेती है, सो दैट इफ वन प्रोडक्ट गेट डिक्लाइन डिमांड, अदर प्रोडक्ट वुड सबड्यूट दैट डिमांड, मतलब उसका डिमांड वो लोग वहां पे पूरा कर देंगे, उसको उसका जो गैप है वो गैप को यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, नलीफाई करने की कोशिश करेंगे. दैट इज व्हाट इज डन इन डाइवर्सिफाइड डिसीजन. अगेन huge capital outlay, that is why capital budgeting is necessary. Then is mutually exclusive decision. Last 3 points are mutually exclusive decision means if two projects are having an with us, that is project S and project Y, which project should be selected and why it should be selected. If we are selecting X, then definitely we should let out Y. That is what is mutually exclusive project. One project is selected and another is rejected. As they are mutually exclusive, we can accept either of the project. Next is accept and reject decision. These decisions are based on capital budgeting techniques, which we are going to study in the next segment. Last is the contingent or complementary decisions. Again, these are similar to the previous one. For this lecture, this is it. In the next lecture, we will start with the capital budgeting techniques. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.